Cerebrospinal fluids, also abbreviated as CSF, is a colorless liquid which protects the brain and spinal cord from physical and chemical damage. It circulates through the ventricles of brain, subarachnoid space, and central canal of spinal cord. Cerebrospinal fluid is actually part of extracellular fluid, and it contains various substances which are both organic and inorganic. It contains glucose, protein, non-protein substances like urea and lactic acid. It also contains positively charged ions like sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus. And it contains negatively charged ions like chloride and bicarbonate. An important thing to note is that cerebrospinal fluid also contains lymphocytes for additional protection. The cerebrospinal fluid is produced in the choroid plexuses of ventricles, which are capillary networks in the walls of these ventricles. It's the ependymal cells of these capillaries which form the cerebrospinal fluid by filtration of blood plasma. The total volume in a healthy adult is 80 to 150 milliliters. Cerebrospinal fluids has three main functions. First, it provides suitable chemical environment for neuronal signaling. The balance of positive and negatively charged ions helps to facilitate action potentials and post-synaptic potential. If this balance is disrupted, it can seriously disrupt the production of these nerve potentials. Second, it provides physical protection, shock-absorbing medium. It prevents the brain and spinal cord from bouncing off bony surfaces, and it helps protect the delicate tissues of the brain and the spinal cord from sudden jerky movements which would cause these structures to bounce off the bony surfaces, like the cranial cavity or the vertebral canal. Lastly, the third function is that it's also involved in the exchange of nutrients and waste between the blood and the nerve tissue. The composition of cerebrospinal fluid is altered in the following disease condition in human beings. The following are meningitis, neurosyphilis, disseminated sclerosis, encephalitis, poliomyelitis, spinal and brain tumor, and cerebral hemorrhage.